Update: I don't care how many times my brother tries to unalive himself, I do not want a friendship with him. Contact with my grandparents more and I've been talking to more family. Update: I don't care how many times my brother tries to unalive himself, I do not want a friendship with him. Kevin actually didn't try to commit suicide, but he had a really bad mental breakdown which led my parents to take him to the hospital. My parents decided to tell me he tried to commit suicide to get me to see him because they believed that I could help him. Kevin is okay now, but he'll be closely watched because he is on edge. I don't know if he's getting the help he actually needs or if my parents are just keeping him home. How I found this out was from my Uncle Ray. He called me because my mom ran crying to him after their plan didn't work and told him everything, so he called me after he found out. I then called my parents and told them any chance we had at reconnecting was none. Not only did they lie about what happened to Kevin, they used him as a pawn, which hurt him more than anything. That they are sick in the head and need help. They tried to explain that they only wanted to get their family back together. That they missed how close Kevin and I used to be. I told them that would never happen, especially because of what they did, that Kevin didn't need me, he needs professional beaches on his PP. My dad then screamed at me saying it's my job as his brother to help him. That I'm supposed to be there for him no matter what. That Kevin loves me but made a mistake that he shouldn't be punished for. My mom then started agreeing with dad, saying it was time for me to come home and be a happy family again. I told them I was done and never to contact me again. They started calling me days on end but then suddenly stopped. My grandmother is out of the hospital and back home. She's the reason the call stopped. I didn't tell her anything that's going on because I didn't want to stress her, but she found out through Ray. According to Ray, when he told her what had been happening, she demanded him to take her to my parents' house, then she ripped them a new one that they started crying, especially dad since it's his parents. She told them that they would no longer be a part of this family even though they were barely a part of it anyways. She also went to see Kevin and told him that he needs a meatball hoagie, some reefer, and a beach to give him head, and if he wants it she'll help him get it. She also told him that she would not kick him out of her life completely, but he had to fix a lot of things about himself to really be back into the family. Grandmother is also a little mad at me for not telling her what was happening. I was trying to justify it, but she hit me on the back of my head and told me it didn't matter, which made my grandpa laugh. They told me that they would make sure my parents wouldn't get through to me and to make sure that Kevin is getting the help he needs to get better. I told them I appreciate them, but to not get so stressed, especially with grandma coming out of the hospital, but again a solid hit to the head shut that down. They told me as grandparents they're supposed to help their grandkids, especially the ones that really need it. Grandma went to explain that she knows the hurt Kevin has caused but he needs help desperately, and I agreed with her. Grandpa then explained that they would help him and make sure my parents are doing right by him. They will also make sure that nobody in the family contacts me that I wouldn't want to be contacted by. My grandmother told me if I hide anything from her again I wouldn't want to be caught by her. So no more secrets from grandma. So that's it for now. Kevin should be getting the help he needs and my parents are getting their asses kicked by grandma. I'm fine with how the situation ended. I've been staying in.